All right. So I guess my whole head is in the picture. Sometimes when I video, I end up with only half my head in the picture. I get cut off right here. But I think I have it set up right this time. So, hello everybody. This is Barbara, where Barbara meets the road. I have a couple of names on my Instagram. The Downsizer, also now Shorty with the Porch. After going to my first skoolie swarm, that's all anybody talked about was the porch. It's all about the porch. So, probably going to go with that name, Shorty with the Porch, because it's just what people notice and remember about my bus. So today is March 3rd, 2021, and I have been on the road 3 months and 1 day. And I've noticed on a lot of videos I've seen about buses, there's a lot of build outs. There's a lot of how we built the bus. There's a lot of beginnings, and then there never seems to be follow up. So I'm trying to make commitment to myself to not give up documenting. I think people do it because it's a bit of work making a decent video. I don't know if I'll edit this one or not. Maybe they like their privacy. Maybe it's just all old hat after a little while. But, 90, well, I don't know if it's 91 days because it's 3 months and there was February. So anyway, 3 months in. I just want to say it's fabulous. Most days I feel like I don't ever want to go home, being back to my real life, right? Which I am going to do soon, maybe in 2 weeks or so. I do still have my house. I have bills to pay and taxes to file and, just a lot of things like that to attend to. And I also have grown children who live up in New England. I have grandchildren. I have friends. I have other family that I want to see. So a lot of days I feel like I just keep right on going, and I could. But I do have ties to my life. So I am going back, and I may go back to work, or I may stay there for a short time and get things tended and head right back out on another adventure. I haven't decided yet. And what's great is I don't feel like I have to decide. And that's a new thing. It definitely took a full month to really begin to decompress and slow down. And it's one thing to say, I have no plan and no agenda, and it's another thing to really breathe into that. And I'm really, starting to feel that space, and I no longer feel like I have to be doing something. Although there's so many things that I want to be doing. I want to read tarot, and I've been reading tarot, and I went to Skoolie Swarm, I just mentioned it. And while I was there, sometime around midnight, I think on the second night, I decided, let me put this out and I'll offer free readings because I have a new deck and I want to get integrated with it. And that would be a good way for me to really practice rather than just reading my own cards. So I kind of went back and forth a little bit, but I did it. And I posted it. And people, of course, were excited because people love tarot, but also it was free. And and I did that, and I had, I'm not sure how many people came for readings. I would say 8, maybe as many as 12. And it was fabulous. And it took almost no time for me to be, right in the groove, even though it's a newish deck. I only bought it this past year in 2020. And prior to that, I had been using the same one for almost 30 years. So that was just a fabulous experience. A couple of people really just insisted upon paying me. That was also great. Some others gifted me things in trade, also great. And I love that, and I just want to do a lot more of that. And I want to draw, and I want to paint, and I want to maybe do watercolors, and I want to write. I don't so much want to make videos, but I will make videos, because videos are just quick and easy for documenting my journey. But creatively, I want to do so much more than that. I want to design, and I want to build, and I want to craft things, and I want to sew. And it's almost too much. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I feel like a kid in kindergarten. Maybe a kid that never had any toys until they got to the kindergarten. You know, like, it's just this huge candy store of creative opportunity. So that's how I'm feeling after 90 some days on the road. Let's see, December is 31, January is also 31. So that's, and then February 62, 90, 91 days. 91 days. Which is 10, which is 1, which is the new beginning. Again. Both completion and the beginning. So, was that a lot? Where am I now? Physically, I'm in a little place in Florida, just a small town, but where I am is just relaxing and wishing it was a little warmer so I could do more kayaking. And I am going to start heading north and go to Savannah, Georgia. I've always wanted to see that city. And then I'm going to visit some cousins up in the Carolinas. And that's as much of a plan as I feel like I need to have. You know, it's very sort of open-ended and loose. And I spoke to my cousin, and I said, you know, I may be there in a week. It might be 10 days. I really am not under any restriction. And she and her husband are retired, so they are also not under restriction of time. So that's great. So that's what 90 days into bus life looks like. Artemis here is really adjusted so well to traveling, shockingly well. She gave me a fuss just tonight when I tried to bring her in. She wanted to stay out, so she was a little mad, but I think she was fine once she realized I was also coming in. And let me give it, I don't know if you can see a little bit of the bus. Let me spin you. This, right? This is what it looks like traveling. This is not the fancy Instagram shot. This is my bus on any given day. You see, I get like a case of Coke. There's a couple little boxes of salsa there. My books and my tarot cards are wrapped up in there. And this is a bag that I've been carrying around all day and some things that I bought at an antique shop. So it's a really small space, which, like everybody says, can get messy in a hurry. But only a little bit, because I only have a little bit of stuff with me, and it takes 5 minutes to put it all right again, and if I feel like it, another 5 to shake out the rugs and sweep the floors. And it's great. It's just great. I have three of these crates. I'm going to show you a bit. Like I said, this is what it looks like all the time when I'm traveling. There's my 3 crates under the sink that have the cat food and just tools and wires and things. I have 4 milk crates with food and teas and just miscellaneous pantry type stuff. A couple of sodas, like I said, and you know, that's it. That's everything. I mean, how messy could it get? And I don't feel like I need anything more than I have. As a matter of fact, half the clothes I brought with me, I think I haven't even touched. I just did laundry yesterday after, I don't even remember the last time I did laundry. I think when I left my cousin Joanne's, which has got to be a month ago. I mean, there's just not that much because it's warm here, and I'm just wearing t-shirts, tank tops, and I washed a couple of things at the skoolie Swarm, pajamas and bathing suits. Just like hand wash them, and it's a very, very simple, non-materialistic life for me right now, and I love it. What are a couple of things I learned so far? Here's the biggest thing. I really thought not having hot running water was going to be the biggest hardship, and it isn't. It actually has not really been a hardship at all. A couple of times I've boiled a little water to scrub out a pan or something like that, and I have had showers. I've stayed at my sister's and my cousin's and things like that, but day to day, just my little battery pump for washing dishes and my face and my hands and my teeth has been perfect. It's everything I need, and I just really thought I would miss the easy access of endless running water, hot and cold, and I don't. It's not even a big deal. I met a young man today, and he asked me what was the hardest thing that's different, because he's thinking about getting a bus, he and his girlfriend. And I told him for myself, really the biggest difficulty has been I did not plan properly for refrigeration. I have a great cooler. I've been buying ice, but when you buy ice, everything is wet in the cooler. And I wanted to do it with ice packs, and that didn't work out. So I would and plan to actually get a better situation for keeping ice, freezing my ice packs, or maybe even getting a different kind of fridge. So I'm going to upgrade that in some sense. Other than that, you know, I don't carry meat and I don't carry fish, and eggs keep a long time just in a cooler. Bacon is fine. But I find myself eating a lot of granola bars and protein bars. I make my protein shakes. I eat sandwiches. I eat a lot of fruit. And I'm fine like that. I'll tell you what, lettuce doesn't keep well in a cooler. I found that out. So, will not be a lot of lettuce traveling with me. Water, refrigeration. That's pretty much it. I'll probably make a couple of little videos about my water situation specifically to show how it works and how long it lasts. Same with cooking. But for right now, this is what 3 months into a trial run of skoolie life looks like, and I am loving it. Everywhere I go, people want to look at the bus and they say, oh, and I'm thinking about this, or I want to do that, and I tell them all the exact same thing. Just do it. Just buy the bus. Just buy a bus, get a couple of jugs of water, throw a mattress in there, and just go. See how you like it. Try it on. Doesn't have to be fancy. You get the bare minimum and just go check it out, because it's awesome. And the people that I meet are amazing. They're amazing and open and, you know, helpful. And there is really such a community that's welcoming. It's a welcoming, all-inclusive community. So that's been my experience so far. Artemis might need a little more water in her dish. So I'm going to sign out and call it good. I hope you guys that are thinking about skoolie life, go right ahead and try it out. And I love you all, and I'll see you down the road.